some of the most important parts of estate plan happen when you're alive. And people are like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So the basics that aren't monetary driven that every person has to have. You have to understand the living will, the healthcare power of attorney, and the financial power of attorney. These are important because these documents operate while you're alive. If you have an issue where your brain function ceases to exist, you need to provide instruction on what to do. This is so that your parents or your loved ones, your spouse, your kids don't have to make that incredibly hard decision. You make it for them. Next, healthcare and financial power of attorney. So people don't realize that your spouse just doesn't have access to all your accounts just because she's your spouse or he's your spouse. So you have to appoint people that if I can't act, this person has permission to make my healthcare decisions. If I can't act, this person has access to my 401ks. Believe it or not, they're locked up and you don't have access to them. So what if that 401k is one of your main, accounts to supplement your income, and you now have Alzheimer's, dementia, or you're unconscious or in a coma? Well, your spouse doesn't have access to it. And they're like, oh, no, she's on the account. No, she's not. She's a beneficiary. That means you have to die. So that is a huge miss that happens all the time when it comes to planning, where it's like, no, you have to have these documents updated. And who do you want? Do you have the right agents? Are they emotionally stable? Can they handle the pressure cooker of these decisions? Well, you shouldn't just name everybody. You name the right person for the job. Who should be your healthcare power of attorney? Who should be your financial power of attorney? Who should be the executor of your will? Then you talk about your will. Your will is essentially where your stuff goes. Your trust can help protect assets from the nursing home. It can, delay distributions for your grandkids or just pay for their college. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. So don't mail it in just because you don't think you have a certain amount of money. This isn't the Scrooge McDuck threshold for planning. Everyone should have a plan in retirement. And I think that's what gets missed.